Oh my god, I haven't done a review in so long. Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been since January that I last did a review on this channel, so we need to clean up the review center a little bit. I just filmed my video about actually getting the Creeproductions, and now we're starting the reviews, starting with Abbey. But, it's a bit of a mess over here. So there we go, the area's all clear. We're just gonna leave Cleo and Spectra in the background, so I hope you guys don't mind that, but, here we go. Abbey. I don't like her being visible. Alright, she's gone. So here is Abbey's box. I'm gonna try to be as professional as I can from here on out. So, similar to Abbey's original box, is nothing, because this isn't the style of box they used for her before. This original box was only used for the first, I want to say 6 Monster High releases? 7. I forgot Holt. After that, they switched over to the mostly black packaging. So, yeah, just a little fun fact there. Meet the frighteningly fashionable teenage children of the world's most famous monsters. Then we got Abbey's bio down here. Not the whole thing, though. Only parts of it. I'd assume that the reason that they only put parts of it is because of the different languages. Because, you know, they only put 3 things here. I actually don't remember if the original Creeproduction wave did that or not. I'm not sure. And I'm also curious to see if this doll's diary is different, if they omitted Shiver's name, similar to how they did here. Because you can see there's no name card, most likely because they cannot use the name Shiver anymore. At the top of Abbey's box, it reads, "I am thinking scary, cute, but annoying classmate may be fun for date." I should have said that in her voice. Why didn't I say that in her voice? That was a perfect opportunity. I am thinking scary, cute, but annoying classmate may be fun for a date. She's obviously talking about Heath. Did you know Heath and Abbey are a couple? So anyway, I figure we could just unbox the doll now, but I do kind of want to pull out my original Abbey box just to show you guys what I was talking about earlier with the differences. Also, sorry the lighting changed. The sun is starting to go down. It's like 7 p.m. right now. I had to eat dinner late. So here's my original Abbey box. I just kind of kept this because it's Abbey's box. Why would I throw this away? As you can see, the style of box was completely different. So, try to get a little side-by-side going here for you guys. Yeah, totally different. I like the Creeproduction box, but this one does have a certain nostalgia to it. You can see her original quote was, "A warm heart in the dead of winter." And I got a rip in the box right here, of course I do. And Shiver's name used to be trademarked and on the package. Also, I know there's like a shit ton of glue seepage on this thing. That's just how these dolls were. So, yeah. You can also see her full bio on the back, and there were the other characters that were available in the Schools Out assortment. So, yeah. Just figured that'd be a fun little thing to show you guys. Alright, so now that that's settled, let's get this doll out of the box. I'm kind of excited. I haven't unboxed like a doll for a review, like a dedicated review in a while, so let's hit it. The camera didn't stop. At the top of the box, there's a piece of tape here and here, and then instead of there being something you pull out of the box, you just pull upwards and the box opens. I'm used to there being like a little insert here that goes into the box there, but no. There's also a piece of tape right here, so I'm gonna have to cut that. So here she is, Booriginal Creeproduction Abbey, all out of her box. Her dress is very bright. Like, the colors on it are super bright, like very saturated, much more than I was expecting them to be. So anyway, let's get to the unboxing. Where are the things I need to cut? Oh, her shoes are very rubbery. This is like a very soft, rubbery material. Like, do you see how it's like wiggling? Her shoes were a very hard plastic before. Okay, and then there's one around her waist up here. Get that little tiny snip. I don't think I cut any hair. I hope to God I didn't. Got me praying, and I'm not even like religious, dude. Alright, so fresh out of the box, she feels great. Like, the fur is super soft. Her hair is very thick. Like, it's very thickly rooted. It's really nice. She does have a different tinsel than I'm used to. It's the kind of like flat looking tinsel. It's not like the like beaded looking one that they usually use for Abbey. It's just ever so slightly different. You guys will see that during the comparison. Her skin is nice and glittery. And some people don't like the way her screening turned out, but I think it's pretty good. It's obviously not one-to-one with the original. If anything, it looks like a combination of both variants that she had. So both the Chinese and Indonesian screening variants that existed for her, it looks like they combined them to create this screening, and I like it. She's got her earrings, she's got her choker. Everything looks good to me, and she's got her little bag thing that I just straight up never had for years. Like, my Abbey didn't come with it for some reason. The stand, I would say, looks pretty exact. I'll be able to compare that as well, but actually, the color looks a little different. Like, it looks a bit, it's more pearlescent. It's got, like, a shimmer to it. Yeah, and it's a bit darker. Like, it's just, like, slightly darker than the original stand. Again, we will compare that soon, so don't worry. You guys will get to see it. But yeah, Monster High stand. I always need more of these things. I need them. It works like a Monster High stand should. Very good. This is also going to be my first time ever owning Shiver. I have Collector Abbey from 2015, but I never unboxed her, so I've never had an out-of-box Shiver. Oh, it's all purple down there. Okay, I didn't expect that. Very cute. I don't have the original Shiver to make any comparisons to, so yeah. Overall, though, super cute. Very well made. I like it. The diary. This will be a moment of truth because I really, really want to see if Shiver's name was removed from the diary. So, let's take a look real quick. This diary is not for your reading. So, let's go to that last page. Oh, I forgot they put it in the front now. Huh? Where is it? Abbey, where's your information? Did they just straight up not include the page? Yeah, they just didn't put it. So her bio's not in here. That's surprising to me that they just didn't include her bio at all. Because I swear the Creeproductions last year had their bios, like, still in there. I think I have the diaries, like, right... Weren't they, like, right behind you, Spectra? Where are they? Where the hell did I put them? Might be in here? No, this is all my original diaries. I just have a hoard of them because I have, like, all of them. Okay, that's weird. Well, anyway, I'm not going to hang up on that too much, so let's take a look at Abbey once again. Her skin's nice and shimmery, I really like her face, and it's actually pretty even. I will admit I thought her left eye was smaller than the right, and it might be, but as it stands, it's not enough to bother me, and her face looks pretty good. The fur is pretty soft. It's very, like, white, very Snow White. I'm glad they didn't, like, pick, like, one that gets all kind of yellowy. And these little strings that hang off her dress are currently secured by a rubber band around her leg. I think I will leave that alone. And she, of course, has the fur around her boots, which is made slightly differently because there's two seam lines. There's one here, and then there's also a more visible one back here, but it's kind of hidden by the doll stand. So there's two seam lines on the fur, and you can actually see the back one more clearly from above, so you can see the part going in towards her leg. Yeah. The original fur only had, like, one, if I remember correctly. So, just something I thought I'd point out. Overall, the doll is pretty exact, but the only way I can show you that is by doing a comparison, so allow us to do that. So here is my original 2011 Abbey right here, side by side the new Creeproduction Abbey. Right away you can tell mine is a bit more worn. Obviously I've owned her longer, and there is some glue seepage, I believe, leaking into her headband, so I might need to wash that actually. The doll's hair is also more yellow in general. Again, I would attribute this to glue seepage. It is notorious for turning white hair yellow, so yeah, it can be fixed with purple shampoo, but to be honest, I don't mind it enough to do anything about it. And this is what I meant about the tinsel being different. As you can see, it's kind of got a bit of a texture to it, compared to the new doll's tinsel that is kind of just straight. This is a variation though. I got the straight tinsel variant. It is possible to get a Creeproduction Abbey with this textured tinsel, so yeah, just keep that in mind, I guess. In terms of the dress, the print was created pretty accurately, but like I said before, this one is a lot brighter than the original. The original seems to lean more into purple than it does pink, but I do remember that Abby's dress varied, so, you know, this could also just be my doll. Yeah. And the main thing I would say is that the fur is just not as fluffy. Like, with this older doll here, it's still fluffy and very soft, and these are also more loose-fitting, go up her arms very easily, whereas here, it's much more fitted. Like, it doesn't really move unless I force it. Like, try to move it right now. It doesn't really want to go anywhere, so yeah, that's one thing. It's especially evident around the legs as well. I would say, in terms of the boot length, it's the same. And in terms of the actual shoes, obviously it's the exact same sculpt, but like I mentioned, the Creeproduction has much softer, kind of gummy-like shoes, whereas the original Abbeys are very soft, like solid, you know, like not soft. So yeah, their leggings are also virtually the same. I don't see much of a difference worth pointing out. And yeah, that's about it. Their earrings are the same as well, with a blue crystal. Oh, the original Abbey has a darker blue for her earring, as well as for her choker. It looks like the new doll has a much lighter shade of blue. So that's another difference. Obviously their screenings differ as well, but overall look pretty similar. I'd say the original Abbey has a more like angled look to her eyebrows that makes her look almost angry, whereas the new one seems a bit calmer. Her expression's a bit like more neutral. But all in all, virtually the same. Very, very faithful Creeproduction. You know? Anyway, I believe I've covered everything that there is to between the Creeproduction and the original doll. Overall, I recommend her. This doll is still in stock on Amazon, no, I don't think Target has these. Amazon, Walmart, and not Mattel Creations. Mattel Creations did sell out of Abbey, but Abbey is still very much available on Amazon and Walmart if you live in the US. If you live outside the US, I'm sorry, I don't know anything. I live in the US, so everything I know is US based. Also, here's the slight difference between their stands I was talking about. You can really see it at the base, but this one is just a bit darker than this one was. I'd actually say the original looks a bit duller. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review. I will be making more tomorrow with Ghoulia. So, yeah. After Ghoulia, let me know who you'd like to see, if you'd like to see Cleo and Deuce or Spectra. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!